Hey guys, it's Merritt. So I just filmed a quick and easy way to highlight and contour for every day. This is going to be a softer, easier version. And I'm using just one palette, super easy and blendable, and one of the less expensive ones too, so it's great if you are on a budget. I love the NYX Contour palette, so keep watching and don't forget to like and subscribe, and thanks so much for watching Makeup by Merritt. So first of all, I've already gone ahead and done my makeup, done a little bit of luminizer, just my pretty much basic everyday go-to, and I filmed a tutorial for that, so make sure to watch that as well. So all I'm going to really use is this brush, and I love it. It's pretty soft, but it has that nice little angle point to it. And the way that I find is easiest to contour and highlight is to take everything, sculpt it in, let it set for a few minutes, and then buff it out with a fluffy brush. So I'm going to start out by doing the highlight, and I'm going to take this yellow toned. I have been self-tanning, so I'm a tiny bit darker than usual, but this color is great for any fair skinned girls. I find it works really great. So for a highlight, you want to remember that highlight is going to pop the areas of your face that you want to, and the contour is going to create shadows so it can give you a more sculpted look. So I'm just taking the brush and I'm going to go underneath my eyes, just on a little bit of a V. And I'm doing the yellow shade because this will also set my under eye concealer that I've already done. And you can see it's just very light, but just a little bit noticeable. This is a great one to really make sure that your concealer has stayed for you while still giving a little bit of glow. So then I'm going to go into the lightest shade here. And this is the matte version, not the shimmer. I've already done a little bit of shimmer today. And I'm going to take that on top of my cheekbone. And I do find powders are easiest to work with for beginners. Cream can be a little intimidating because it shows up so extremely dark that you can sometimes feel like you've already gone into the wrong step. So I'm going right here underneath my cheekbone, sandwiching the color. You can just see it's a little bit lighter. It's not a heavy color. If you're looking for a heavy color, I would recommend doing a cream palette. You can even do cream concealers, you can do cream highlighters. I love the Coastal Scents concealer palette. Is great if you want to work with a cream, but do remember some have more time to set than others. And I'm putting it also right here on my top lip, just to give a little more color. But you can see, without even going in with the color already, you can tell where my highlight is. And I do make sure to really go and highlight. I have a larger forehead, so I tend to take my highlight color all the way up. Now with the same brush, without diffusing any of the color, I'm going to go into this darker matte. It's about medium. It's not going to be the extremist darkest color, but hey, if you want to do that one, go for it. Now I'm taking right underneath my cheekbone, and I'm going to start from the outer corner near my ear and just go to about here where your pupil is going to be. And I know this looks super dark right now, but remember, we are going to blend. So then, starting right next under the ear, we're going to take that and work it right to where the pupil is. If you go all the way over to here, it can start getting a little masculine, and unless you want a severe contour, I do not suggest going up that far. Now I'm also going to go from here down. This will really thin my nose a little bit and just sweep it. And now we're going to go onto the forehead. Now, you can do your forehead a couple of different ways. If you have a very, very high forehead, you can go down to about here, but today I just kind of want to sculpt it out a little bit more. So I'm going to go almost in a little swoop right here just to give my face a little more dimension. And put it into the hairline. Now I know you're thinking, oh my gosh, this looks crazy. We can blend this out. Powder is easier to blend than you think. And so the only other place that I'm going to go, so I'm going to define right here on my chin and just take a little bit of the contour color. And as you can see right now, it's a little bit of a crazy hot mess. Don't worry about that. We're getting ready to blend it out. So there's a couple of different brushes. Both that I really like are Real Techniques. And I like their duo fiber for this. It's good if you want to keep a pretty strong contour. But today I'm going to take, actually, I think this is their blush brush. And I'm going to start working in circular motions. Lifting the contour color up just so it stays soft. Just go back and forth, and really working that color. And you can see what you're left with is a pretty soft, subtle highlight and contour. And then you always want to work upward. If you pull it down, instead of defining your cheekbone more, what you're going to find is it starts to get a little gray undertoned, or not gray undertoned, but starts getting a little messier looking. And then we're going to go back and forth over here. And now we're going to start really working the forehead. And you want to press up into your forehead and really just go back and forth. It's going to take a little bit of playtime. I do find that the NYX colors are one of the easiest to blend out. It's a very powdery finish, but still almost feels creamy. So it's an easy one. And I am lifting up all over. You can also take the side of the brush and lift up.
How you doing?
And then I'm diffusing the color on my nose and lifting up for my chin. You can really see it's gone in and defined my cheekbones. Very nice and soft. And then all you're really going to want to do is take a tiny bit more luminizer, because I like a little more luminization, and my luminizer that I had already put on is starting to move a little bit. And we're going to take that on the tops of the cheekbones only. And that gave a really nice, pretty subtle contour. Like I said, you can really build it up, but for every day, this is my favorite way to highlight and contour. You can adjust it for face shapes. If you feel like you have more of a pointed jaw, you can definitely go right underneath here. And that can actually soften the edge if you stay away from here. It can really blend out and give your face a little bit less of that pointed look. If you have a rounder face, you can really take it and pull it down super, super high. And that can help soften a little bit of that roundness too, just by defining a little bit more. And that is a quick and easy way to highlight and contour.